Okay, there's a pilot right there. Okay, I see. I found the other one. Good. I'm glad. I'm glad I did that because I wanted to show you how fucking crazy the clerks get. But I guess I was acting funny because I was doing the math wrong because I'm a banker and I didn't realize that I was like off by a few pennies, or I was getting a certain amount. I usually try to get a certain amount when I'm at the gas station. And then he was like, anyway, I guess I came off as rude or something. I didn't want to pay he put 20 for the gas and I didn't want to pay that. And he said, well, it's an error and all this stuff. And I guess I was trying to figure out, okay, you know how things get. All right. Sorry about that, kid. You got on the Please Subscribe show. You guys get your lawyers. They threw me out of 7-Eleven. My goodness gracious. Well, he didn't throw me out. He politely asked me to leave. He's a pretty good guy. I'll give him a good rating. Probably. Maybe not. I don't know. Anyway, oh no, it is pilot, isn't it? Well, since they were rude to me at 7-Eleven, I decided, sorry about that pan, but I decided to go ahead and go to Pilot. I found out you can buy like audio equipment in that gas station. It's pretty cool. But I don't know. I probably won't go back to that 7-Eleven. I thought they had a point, but I think they took it a little too far. I knew something was weird. Usually when something weird starts going on like that, I usually just film it. So I decided to buy a Diet Coke rather than a Monster because the 7-Eleven guy grabbed my Monster and I made the wrong decision on the ledger. But I got a little bit of gas and that gauge is actually wrong because I got a full gallon in there. Puts me relatively probably still on empty. It gives me a little room until Adam the Woo puts like $3,000 or $30,000 in my PayPal, please. So you got to watch out. I'm vlogging the sky right here, the parallel thing right here. So when I go back to gallery, I'll be able to see that very clearly, and it won't just mix in. And I just did a Coca-Cola thing. Even though I'm turning, I still got the clouds. See, the clouds are still in it, so I'll be able to see that. If you got shots that look similar, it's kind of like finding a needle in a haystack. So it's the needle in the haystack theory. And if you got shots that look differently, then you'll be able to find it better when you're doing the editing and it's less stressful. Sometimes I'll just do a 1 and a 2. So when I was talking to the clerk and he grabbed my Monster, because, I wasn't right on my ledger, I was standing there and he was switched over. So they did like a switcheroo. And the other guy came in, he did really good. He gave the right amount, even though it was the wrong amount because my ledger was off, my ledger. And so that's like a checkbook. And so he was a pretty cool even kill. But the other guy, he switched over and then he was helping some other lady. And then he started talking to me, I guess about something about the transaction. We were, I guess, haggling. And so I said, well, why don't you talk to her, to the fat lady that he was helping at the counters, this fat chick that was getting some stuff. Probably like a wannabe soccer mom, but just a fat chick that likes to sit around, eat popcorn and watch Adam the Woo. And so the guy goes, what's it to you, buddy, or whatever, that whole thing. And his friend was kind of like, chill out, because he was getting kind of mad. I guess he's a big Adam the Woo fan. And so I said, well, why don't you talk to her? Because I don't want to talk to her. That sign says Keller, next 3 exits. Big fan.